Hey everyone, and welcome back to Eternal Strands. On this video, we're doing the quest, Remains of the Day. Consult with Dom about his search of the wreckage at the Grand Gate.
Bryn, I examined the wreckage at the Grand Gate after everything that transpired there.
Found something useful?
A kinetic strand, in fact. The Ark must have torn it from the Herald's pattern in the chaos of the battle.
Think we could weave it into my mantle?
I don't see why not. Its pattern appears to be quite similar to those found on wild creatures and Archons.
All right. We need every advantage.
Then let's get to work.
Enchant Kinetic Stream into your mantle. New toy to play with.
And we're finished. This will be quite the powerful addition to your mantle.
How so?
This strand can twist kinetic magic into a tunnel. In battle, you could push debris or enemies through it and send them flying through the air quite forcefully.
Could I jump through it?
I suppose you could?
Hey, there's a lot of tall buildings, flying creatures. This is going to be great.
You're right. Just try to be careful.
Okay, we got a new strand, Kinetic Stream, and I love that Bryn's first thought was, can I...
That tree still ripe with inspiration, Lane?
Oh, yes, always.
I love that Bryn's first thought was, can I get launched through it? And apparently Solon knows about Lane's tree that she looks at for inspiration. She told us about that in some earlier conversation. But anyways, that's the end of the quest. Very simple quest. While we're here in camp, let's go ahead and talk to people. And also, I would like to do some crafting. Make sure our gear's up to snuff.
Bryn, would you...
Check on Sev? Always. But how are you holding up?
I'm all right. Just worried about him, you know? He did the right thing in the end, and he seems to have come back to us for now, but all those issues that led him to the Eye in the first place, they aren't solved in a day.
He needs us now more than ever.
Exactly.
Time to craft. So, first thing I want to make, we've had the same gloves since the very beginning of the game. I think it's time to get an upgrade. So we're going to go with the nameless host wrist guards, which give max stamina. More stamina is going to be great. As usual, I'm mostly going to be looking for an aesthetic that I like rather than necessarily the stats, but we've got a lot to work with, so we can make something nice. So that's like a lighter leather. I don't think that works as well. Dark leather I'm digging. So yeah, let's go with that. We'll get nether weave in there. This doesn't really affect the look too much. I think we'll go with Elder Husk, get a nice little balance of stats. Center infused linen would probably be the best for stats, but I don't like that look. I'm liking netherweave again, actually. Yeah, definitely netherweave. Put that in there. And none of this affects the look. I guess we'll just go with purified serenite. Okay, then I'd also like to make another two-hander. I really like the way this flame two-hander looks. I think we can make that really match our outfit much better than our kinetic two-hander. It kind of feels out of place. So, flame two-hander it is, and it has Searing Cyclone as its ability. As for our forged resource, I do like the look of the iridescent, or however that's pronounced. But I think the red's probably going to work better for us with refined serenite. So let's go with that. And then, let's see, do we want to go Drake Scale or Elder Husk? Drake Scale is a little bit more damage, but focuses more on heat resistance. I guess we'll go Drake Scale. And then these don't really affect the look, so We could go flame turn leather, although we don't have much of it. Let's go double bend leather. And then for our final resource, the Sender infused linen makes sense. Let's go ahead and craft this.
The tricky part's the balance.
And we got our new ability, so you basically just fling fire around yourself. Hold R2 to charge it, just like the other special abilities. Okay, so we made those. Now, let's go ahead and reforge. I've got some mediocre materials in some of my items, and I want to fix that. So, like, our flame bow, for example, has some steel. Let's swap that out for, we could go purified serenite. That might be a bit much, though. Plus, I'm using that for something else. Maybe we go Stenic? Let's go Stenic.
I'm proud of this one.
Alright, then... Let's see. Oh, we got some awful stuff in our Opportunist Mask. Let's see. I guess we'll... I like the ceramic braided linen look. We'll go with that. We're gonna replace the iron. I guess we kind of have to go purified serenite, don't we? I mean, we don't have to. Maybe we'll go abrium. I don't know. Let's go abrium. We can leave the Acolifer. That's fine. Neither of these affect the look. We'll put in Drake Scale. Reforge that. Alright. Wind's Call furs look okay. Nameless Host Briscars we just made. The Strides look okay. Okay, all that seems fine. Got some better materials in there now. And let's go ahead and upgrade equipment. We've been raising the level of her forge, but we haven't raised any of our gear. So all you need to do is add more resources of the same type to increase the level and make the stats better. So, like our flame sword and shield, we have what we need. We can get that up to level 2, although we won't have enough refined serenite to get another level. But that's okay. So that's now level 2. Our bow, we can give it a level.
Going to need more feathers.
Can't upgrade our two-hander, our flame two-hander, because we don't have refined serenite. Opportunist Mask, though, we can get a level on that.
It's going to look great.
So that's level 2 now. Wind's Call furs, we can get a lot of levels on this, actually. Let's go ahead and do that. So we got that up to level 3. Wrist guards we can't increase, and our strides we can. Quite a bit, actually. Can we max this? Maybe. Yeah, max level. Level 5. Sweet. So we do have one max level item. And also let's dismantle. We're going to keep both of our two-handers. But I don't need this. Well, I guess I could keep the Tamarkine Bastonet. But I don't need the points half-blade anymore. Let's drop that. Don't need the points bracers. And don't need the points Grieve Boots. Alright, so here's the changes we made. You can see them. Can't see my two-hander. I've got the bow equipped at the moment. But the bow also works with our look. Okay, I think some others want to talk. Sev may want to talk. Or maybe not. Perhaps Lane. There we go.
He was always resistant to our efforts. Or maybe the Talon warned him of us, told him not to make contact. Hey, Lane. How are you holding up?
I'm fine. Just coming down from the stress of all this. I was a bit worried about you, I'll admit. Are you all right?
Thanks for the concern. A little sore today, but no lasting injuries.
Good. Good.
Are you sure you're fine?
I suppose I'm just recalling our interactions with the Eye, looking for signs that he would, you know.
Summon a massive Surgeborn through a loom gate to Cassidon's hold.
Yes, that.
No one could have seen it coming. Tell them it's not their fault.
We'd all love to predict the future. But smart as you are, even you can't do that.
Isla would still be here if I could.
I know. She saved us all.
Scholars rarely agree on much. But if there's one philosophy many of us share, it's that we must understand our past to build better futures. Maybe I couldn't have prevented this tragedy, but I can't help but mine the past for clues of what was to come. If only to stop it from ever happening again. So, we've spoken about stories. The kinds that are lost to time or war. But what about those stories that are yet to be written? What is the story of Bryn, the slayer of Surgeborn, point of Oria Silverbeak's legendary weaver band?
I suppose that's me in a nutshell, isn't it?
Yes, but what else? I can't help but wonder whether there will be anyone else who's indelibly part of your story.
I'd need to have someone around to champion my exploits. Can't just hand out copies of my journal, can I?
Goodness! If only there was someone around who could shout your praises from the rooftops.
You never know. They could be right around the corner.
We shall have to keep an eye out.
All right. I think that's it. No one else is feeling chatty at the moment. So, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up right here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.